for, but it's going to take all of us working together to make sure they're safe.
Vice President, on the issue of ventilators, Mr. Vice President?
Because you just said that you haven't had to require companies to up their production of medical supplies. But you said last night.
But I didn't say.
Just listen to this stuff, yeah.
When we need something,
Don't touch the government, they fully
when we need something, we order something. And as you know, 2 days ago, I invoked the act, which was a big step. I'm not sure that it had been done before, certainly not very much. And when we need something, we will use the act. What has happened is before many companies, great companies in a totally different business are willing to do things.
Why are they talking about and worry about companies and not worried to talk about
They're willing to
individuals?
make product for us, medical product that we need
You guys
very
gotta remember
badly for the
something, man.
states.
This is a
That the
businessman,
states can't get.
a
They haven't been
businessman
able
that
to.
has a
You
bad
know, most of the
reputation for
states,
not only
no
fucking
way
over his
did they
partners.
do anything wrong. They
You
were
see what happened when he
stocked
first got
up.
in
They were
office, how many people were locked up from the
unfortunately,
FBI
anything
and
like this. So help from the federal
so-called
government.
committed suicide in their cells and shit. This presidency is probably the worst
You
since
haven't
Nixon.
actually directed any companies to start making more
I don't know.
ventilators or masks.
I have, yes, I have. All right, and they're making a lot of ventilators, and they're making a lot of.
All right, white folks out there wanting to learn
Yeah.
the great again.
Mr. President,
AKA
partially
white.
following up on that, are there automakers right now who are retooling their production facilities to make ventilators or
I can't say
masks?
they are, but they will be very shortly because we're working with one in particular that wants to make ventilators. They called us yesterday and we're working on a transaction. They're gonna make ventilators. They say they've done it before, which surprised me, but they can do
We've
it.
done it
very
before, which surprised me. This guy is so idiotic and so arrogant.
So
and
I-
stupid at the same time.
Secretary
But you guys,
Azar,
hey,
You
You
said
guys think everybody
yesterday
white
that
smart,
to
so I don't
Carnival
know what to tell y'all.
Corporation's chairman.
Yeah.
I know a lot of
Yes,
white
and he
idiots.
said that he could donate some
No,
ships.
that's donate, that's something
Not
that's donate.
donate, okay, like-
He's not
like-
giving them, he's
like-
electing to use them. I
Okay,
spoke with Mickey Harrison, who's the president, chairman, CEO, and owner. I
and
think
he
he's got it
put
ready
some
to get
ships
out.
to potentially
He
be
said,
hospitals.
he said to me that he was willing to, if we need ships for helping people, that Carnival would be absolutely willing to help us in Los Angeles, in New York, wherever they may be, in Miami, where they're very big. If we needed something, they would be willing to. So far, we haven't needed to, and we're bringing the big hospital ships up in California. We're working with the governor of California, as you know, with Gavin, and we haven't made a
Now keep in mind,
determination. We're also talking
California
about
is a
selecting
very
the Seattle, so
segregated,
We're
racist state.
discussing where it can
Probably
be.
one of the first
most
racist,
peaceful.
fucked up states since,
We've spoken with Governor Cuomo.
you know what I'm
and
saying,
we're bringing
since
big
the
hospital
freeness
ship
of
up
blacks
in
being able to
2
vote.
weeks, and we're gonna have it in New York Harbor, someplace in New York.
Like,
So my question
California is
is,
very
one,
racist and
it sounds like you haven't
segregated.
taken them up on it yet.
I
Very,
don't
very,
think
very,
they might.
very,
They said
very,
they
very,
Okay.
very
And
segregated state.
secondly,
Right now, we don't need it.
ships have
Openly
a lot of
so,
frequently
when it comes to
contacted surfaces.
how the police get
And
away
so
with
this
shit.
is where you come in, Secretary Azar, potentially Dr. Fauci. Do you have concerns about
Dr.
those?
Fauci, you never heard of this
being used
fucking
as
idiot until this
Actually,
year.
they're very clean, and also those surfaces.
Might turn around and kill his ass
as you
off
know,
or
the virus
Claim he got something to do with the virus too.
over a period of time. And these ships
So
are
many
very
people
clean.
getting thrown under the bus, y'all.
They've been gone over, but the virus, as you know, if it's on a surface for certain, they have actually charts, different kinds of surfaces, it disappears over a period of
Why
time.
not just use hotels?
What are you trying to get at? Go ahead.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Why not
It
just use hotels?
disappears, the
What are you trying to get at? Yo, this
virus
guy's, yo, this
disappears
president's a
when it's on
fucking
surface
idiot.
after a certain number of.
If you guys really want to know a redneck
in some
stupidity
cases,
and
hours, depending on the
straight
surface.
stupid white people that
Go ahead, please.
just don't have no having a skin color, this fucking idiot is one of them.
To start making these ventilators.
I mean, technically, he's one of the- he's actually the first orange person on earth, but
Approval from the company.
you guys know what I mean.
Well,
Those who want America great again.
okay, well, thank you. And this is for Dr. Fauci.
I mean, one
there-
company that has openly stated it is General Motors.
So that's one of the, did
one of
the
the
government
companies, but
ask
I
General Motors?
I didn't speak to them about announcing it, but I'll announce it. I'm sure they wouldn't be, but we have others also.
Okay, thank you. And so for Dr. Fauci, there's new research out from that the CDC has released that many of the people that have, or that 13% of the people with the coronavirus got it from someone that was asymptomatic. So my question is, does that change the way the approach that should be taken? And do you think that's the case, or do you think that, or do you not agree with that research?
You know, the recommendations that are here applies to whether you're in physical contact with someone who could be infected with symptoms versus asymptomatic. I don't really think it changes anything. Certainly, there is some degree of asymptomatic transmissibility. It's still not quite clear exactly what that is. But when people focus on that, I think they take their eye off the real ball, which is the things you do will mitigate against getting infected, no matter whether you're near someone who is asymptomatic or not. It's the same thing. Physical separation and the care that's outlined here is going to take care of both of those things.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have a question about testing. When will every American who needs a test get a test and be able to get a test? And why not have medical equipment being shipped right now to hospitals who need it?
You're hearing very positive things about testing, and just so you understand, we don't want every American to go out and get a test. 350 million people. We don't want that. We want people that are just that have a problem, that have a problem with they're sneezing, they're sniffling, they don't feel good, they have a temperature. There are a lot of different things. You know.
Yeah, but in reality, shouldn't everybody get tested? So that for the ones that don't have the symptoms and the ones that have the symptoms
private labs
won't pass it on to people that are generally going to get it. Remember how I told you guys earlier in my other video?
As I said,
if you look at all, if you listen to all the,
meaning
if y'all guys sit back and listen to all the fucking updates,
broken system,
you see just
that
how much
wasn't meant for anything like
everybody
this.
up here
Now we
contradicts
have a
themselves.
system that you can see, because look, we're well into this and nobody's even talking about it except for you, which doesn't surprise me.
There are Americans though who
Which
say
doesn't
that they
surprise
have
me.
symptoms and they can't get
Yeah,
tested.
well,
What do
okay.
you say to the
I'm
Americans
not-
who are
I'm
scared
not
that they
hearing
have
it.
symptoms and can't
But
get
we don't want everybody to go out and get a test because there's no reason for it. Yeah.
Americans who have symptoms.
We'll do
and
one
can't
more
get
after
tested.
this.
Fauci, because
This guy is so arrogant and stupid and disrespectful for no fucking reason. And you guys are, you know, like,
for every single
I'm
person
done.
moving in this country to be tested. That way you could see who's contagious, and you could then have people who don't have it go back.
he don't like people opposing
Is
him. That's the
there
problem.
any possibility that this country could ever get to a point where every single person could be tested, and how long would that take?
Thank you for the question. I've heard that before. I don't connect the dots there. I don't see how testing everybody in the country is going to help you to implement this. This should be implemented universally, at least at this level for everyone. The things we spoke about,
I mean, how many people out there don't
Wow,
see the
that you wanna
stupidity
really
and the
ratchet
fucking
it up,
retardation of
like
this guy?
Governor Newsom is
And
doing
his-
in
and his
California,
lackeys.
like Governor Cuomo's doing in New York, or how you put an end to this outbreak. Testing is important. It would be
Now,
nice
you heard
to
him just
know,
say
and
outbreak.
there are certain things.
So if
we
it's an
could do,
outbreak,
but let's
which we
not
don't know what an
conflate
outbreak means, especially when it comes to
testing with the
biohazard,
action that we
why
have
is he
to
saying
take.
he don't want every
Whether or not
American
you
or
test,
everybody to test
do
to go get
I'm
tested?
not putting down testing as an important issue, but people seem to link them so much that if you don't have universal testing, you can't respond to the outbreak. You really can.
But I do think, and that's after listening to Tony and everybody else that's an expert, I do think it's important that not everybody be tested. If you feel great
Yeah.
and if you have no symptoms whatsoever, it's just not a good thing to be doing. Right, Steve?
It's not a good thing to be doing because you feel great.
Yesterday, you mentioned the possibility of aerosol transmission of the virus. How likely is that to happen?
I mean, the possibility of aerosol transmission always comes up when you have situations like that. It comes up with influenza. It came up with SARS, in which there was a documented, one-off episode.
Like, who
of some
makes this
aerosol
guy
transmission. Aerosol
the
means
world's
that it
the
can
world's
stay in the
greatest,
air for a period of
smartest?
time because it's in a droplet that's very
Like,
small.
what makes
and
this
doesn't
Dr.
go down.
Fauci guy? I never even heard of this fucking
that there is
Neanderthal
aerosol
until after this
transmission?
shit. After they
Yeah,
so
it certainly is.
founded
But clearly,
the damn
what we have seen
the
in the
COVID-19
situations where people have gotten
task
affected
force.
from the areas that we have experienced, China, South Korea, now Europe, most of it is in a situation where people are close enough to each other that a symptomatic person will have a real droplet transmission. So I'm not ruling out the possibility that it's aerosol. But again, it's not going to substantially change doing this.
On the testing issue, let me just ask this in a very simple way. What is the demand pressure on testing in this country, and are we meeting?
I get the same calls that many of you get, that someone goes into a place who has a symptom and wants to get a test, and for one reason or other, multiple logistic, technical, what have you,
People want to
They
be
can't
tested
get it.
because they want to make sure they're
That is
not
the
going to pass it to their
reality
fucking
that
loved
is
ones.
happening
You stupid
now.
fucking idiot.
Is it the same as it was a few weeks ago? Absolutely not, because as the secretary and others have said, right now that we have the private sector involved, the availability,
Private
not
sector.
only just availability, but the implementation of the availability is getting
Now you gotta ask
better and
yourselves,
better
is this
and
the
better.
same private
Having said that,
sector
I understand and empathize with the
that
people
now owns
who
NASA,
rightfully are saying,
private
I'm
sector,
trying to get
as
a
well
test
as the
and I
Fed
can't.
private sector, as well as the people who mint or
Well, the answer
make
is
the
yes,
money?
John. We are not there yet because otherwise people would be never calling up saying they can't get a test.
they can't get a test. You see how agitated and angry they're getting? They don't want you to ask these questions. They think everybody should stay back and be stupid and not ask anything.
All of your reporting.
They don't want y'all to ask questions. They want everybody to sit back and be
Ideologies
stupid.
around the country are as well. That many more tests are being performed every day, literally by the
Just in case somebody's asking me, what am I doing? I'm actually cleaning out
The
and
only
making
made
sure all my
possible
stuff is ready to
several weeks ago
put back in the
commercial
Foot Locker
labs,
here.
Enormous companies, Quest,
So this way I make sure everything is to go in this locker.
and Abbott Laboratories and Thermo Fisher, and said, we have this existing system of state laboratories and the CDC processing tests for certain
Hey,
infections.
Michelle.
But given the magnitude of this outbreak, the president apprehended early on that it wouldn't be enough to meet the need. And I just want
Do
every
me a favor.
American
I don't know who
to
took out
literally
the.
hour by
I
hour,
see the dustpan is here. Give me the
in
broom.
partnership
Somebody
with
took it out. I think your mother took it out.
commercial labs,
I need it.
we are making more and more tests available every day. We'll detail the way
you got
that we're working with states
Put it
to
right
distribute those tests. We've obviously focused on states that have been dealing with the most serious outbreaks of coronavirus: Washington State, California, New York, and others. We've been making sure the tests are in those areas, working closely with those governors. But I think the American people should be encouraged at the progress that we are making. Tomorrow we'll take some time to detail that progress for you, but I would say to any American who might be concerned that they have symptoms, as the president said so well, we don't want
I hate when they use that
every
term
healthy
American, like
to get a test.
it's a bill, like it's a
feel
badge
that
of
they have
honor. Like you
symptoms,
got
they
people out here that aren't
identify
American
coronavirus.
citizens or
Call your
Americans
doctor.
yet, but they still live
Their
here and
doctor
work, and
can
they still
call
live
their
here and work here.
State
So
health authorities.
why you guys are
and
so?
work very closely with
I hate when they
our
implement
team,
so much on America,
DHS,
America.
and FEMA, and work to identify the
It ain't just
more and more
America,
tests
and then on top of that, the country failed us.
Just so
Like
you know, just for the probably 100th time, this administration, inherited an obsolete, broken, old system that wasn't meant for this.
how can he say that shit when he been a president for fucking 4 years
And we
now?
now have a new
You've been in
system.
office. This ass been in office for 4 years. They've been too busy scandaling, cheating, lying, and passing secrets.
We had to get
to the
rid of
fucking
a broken
Russians.
old system. That
Now
didn't
he
work.
tried old systems. So let me
worked
guess.
only
It
on a
wasn't.
limited
It was
basis.
Obama. It wasn't the Bush administration or nobody,
We're
including
proud of
himself.
what we've done.
This nigga
It's
been in
incredible
office for
what we've
fucking
done.
4
This
years.
system will
and now it's
serve
an
for
old
the future,
system.
for future
This
problems.
asshole,
Hopefully
this
we don't have a
Agent
problem
Orange
like this.
dickhead,
But something
Russian
will
ass
come up.
kissing
We have
piece of
now
shit,
a great
want to sit
system.
there and blame. Why you hate Obama so much? Because he's a
And it's
handsome,
able to
tall,
test
skinny black dude
millions
that
of people.
got more
We
love than you
inherited
got.
a
Is that it, or
broken,
because you know that he could take whatever woman you want? I mean, like
frankly, a
why
terrible system.
such
We fixed it.
hatred and
We've done a great
animosity
job.
toward
And we
the
haven't been given
Obama
credit
administration?
for
Yeah, he's been in
it.
office for 8 years, but
The
so
one
did
that really
the crazy
deserves
white
the
boy.
credit are the
I mean,
American
country
people.
redneck who've been in office that
Because
long too.
they are
Not to
doing
mention this is a
things
man that
that
stole himself in
nobody
office.
thought they would do.
Like, come on,
What
man.
they're
Like,
doing is incredible, and we're making a lot of progress. And we'll see you folks tomorrow. Thank you very much.
every day they find ways to say and come up with more bullshit. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are smart enough to pick that up. You know, I pick shit like this up, so it don't make no damn sense to me. Every day they finding some new way to say this and that, and now it's something nobody's talking about all the bullshit and why China has been warning them about something since December. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys the other one, right? I got a whole bunch of these shits everywhere, y'all. This is why I keep telling y'all motherfuckers, prepare yourselves, be prepared. Be motherfucking prepared, y'all. Come on, dog. Me and mine are safe. Every 5 to 6 months I do this. But I figure this is the best place for a lot of people who think I talk shit and talk out my ass. And I just basically want people to feel, I want a lot of people out there to feel stupid. For all the time y'all sit back and thought I was just another crazy ass conspiracy theorist with a bad attitude.
So you see what it looks like. And I said, man, this is pretty cool. And so I tracked down, it took me a year to find a company that did it.
I don't know what the hell this is. This must be, I don't know what this is.
And colors. And so I love them because, again, as men, we don't have many accessories to wear. So we don't have.
All right, shut the fuck up. All right, there we go. Michelle, do me a favor. Let me get one of those wipes. I'm over here letting niggas let people know live on how it's always good to prepare. I like when people feel stupid. But you know me. I love, putting people in their place when they dumb. So yeah, for those out there who are not gonna like this video, I realize that I get more likes and more videos and more comments when it's more disgraceful and when it's more drama. Because you guys and girls out there love drama and shit. So, hey, I'm prepared and I'm ready. Me and mine are ready. We're ready for now to you. Forever and ever, babe. Come love me forevermore. I'm ready to love for Corona and COVID-19. Come be ready more. Marjorie's a Haitian who gets on my nerves. What you say? I know. Oh, I don't see that. Well, what I'm actually doing, you guys and girls out there, is I'm actually packing this the way it should be. Because last time I cleaned it, I was supposed to have packed and put everything away, and I didn't do it the way I was supposed to. So I'm packing it the right way. So this way, my Foot Locker will be closed and ready for transport. Because we have more than one. Because one thing about me is I'm not the type of person that talks out my ass. I practice what I preach and I preach what I practice. Always keep your weapons and small personal get-to-quick items up front. Because you're gonna need those. You're gonna need those quicker than your other gear. Your other gear you can always prep and get yourself ready to use and wear once the time right. But sometimes you might need to get the close combat things and stuff like that. So, like I said, you clean everything. It's like a pair of sneakers, whatever. Even if you take a pair of sneakers, you put it out for 1 hour. Even if you're not gonna wear it, just let it breathe. Let the air catch it and let it breathe. And this is the same thing with this stuff, because a lot of this stuff can be biodegradable, and it gets stiff and hard. So you want it to catch the air, because everything I showed you guys in the video before this one was, it's all meant to be used. Nothing is meant to be stored away. Once the hair hits it. I'm Jamaican now. It's it. Me a blood clot, mommy. It's it. So I'm gonna keep both of these things out. That's breathing nothing. The blood clot, man. Somebody killed my cousin. Missing my key. You ought to look now. We're gonna put a Swiss Army knife here. keeping everything in here because again, guys and girls, man, you never know what you need out here, man. It's very important to get yourself a bag. You don't have to go out there and go to a thrift shop or a yard sale or your local thrift shop and try to find or Army Supply store, because a lot of Army Supply stores, a lot of them don't make that much money, but a lot of places are going to be making some money this weekend or last weekend. A lot of people are going to be out of stock of stuff that they couldn't get rid of. And, they talk about price gouging and all this other BS. If you guys got yourselves gas tanks, get you some gas tanks, man. Go out there and get you some gas. Put gas in gas tanks because gas prices are plummeting. So I highly suggest y'all boys and girls out there to get yourselves some shit. It's never too late. It's only too late when you don't do and don't get. So keep that in mind. Oh man. Put my OC spray back in here where it belongs. Put my OC spray back in here where it belongs. And none of my shit is civilian. All my shit is high grade military, which is sprays and stuff that not even the police departments have. That's how strong my shit is. You got to, man. You got to have good, strong stuff. That's full. This way, if you decide to, do something to somebody in close quarters, and you guys remember what this is. That wasn't on purpose. I forgot that I have not to make excuses, but my hands are still wet. Yeah, I probably would have broke something, including my head. That shit hit me, man. This is why this is why I don't like this is why I don't like editing my videos. So even I'm not perfect. Even you guys can see the stupidity of the shit I do. I do. Oh my god, that was funny. What are you doing, Haitian? Oh, now you want to talk to me? I find this shit funny. What? I need it back. I gotta get a Dremel or something to clean this Gerber knife. So I'm gonna keep this out because I need to clean that and sharpen my knives. All my knives are normally razor sharp, so that way everybody's protected. I'll put this one at the bottom because I'll have it at the top. And what's so funny, y'all? I was actually one of these days I was thinking about taking this damn Foot Locker. I was like, you know what? I got enough shit. Let me just take this Foot Locker to the flea market and sell it. I was gonna do that a while ago. I know you're probably like, what? Yeah, I was. I'm not gonna lie, because I got enough shit, but it's better to be overstocked with stuff that can be carried out than not to have enough stock of anything, and then you wind up. Imagine if I sold this shit, how stupid I would have felt. Knowing that I just got rid of something that could have helped aid in whatever issues going on in today's society. It'd have been somebody else would be sitting back. I done spent the money, and now they're sitting there capitalizing on this shit. Crazy. So again, these masks, very important. Get yourself some filters and always get these masks because you never know there's going to be a nuclear fallout, a nuclear war, anything. Sometimes video games, movies, and TV shows do spit and speak a lot of truth because you have people that they hide subliminals and stuff in what's going on and what can go on. Because think about it, if things can happen, look what happened to Chernobyl. If things can happen any and everywhere, it can happen here too. The problem is a lot of Americans are so arrogant. I hate to say it, but so much of Caucasians out here are very arrogant and conceited and thinking that they're bigger than life. Because we all know what this country's ran on and ran by, and people just have this arrogance about them, like it can't happen to them just because of the color of their skin. That don't mean. Let me tell you something. When it comes to the big grand scheme of things, it don't matter what skin color you claim. At the end of the day, if you're not with them, you're against them, and they don't really give a shit about your skin color, even if you do. I've been telling people for years, I don't vote because your votes don't matter. It don't matter what the fuck you do. Everybody can stop voting, and the person that they want to win is still gonna win. They're gonna win regardless. Hey, what's going on, Chris? How you doing, man? I'm sorry, I was over here talking. I wasn't paying attention to the channel. I'm just over here cleaning up the mess I left earlier, and still over here trying to school idiots on shit I've been talking about way before Lewis's God rest my boy, way before his channel. I've been trying to put people onto this shit for years, man. Everybody, everybody can vouch for that. Nobody wanted to listen to me. Everybody thought I was just some crazy loony goo goo ass dude that just talks out my ass, and here it is. I'm right. They're talking martial law. They're talking all this craziness. And now a lot of people are not going to be able to protect themselves if shit pop off. If you guys can, go out there and get yourself some of these things, man. Spaghetti with meat sauce. Which one is this? I got a lot of these though. Then we got cheese and veggie omelet. Ooh. And this stuff's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be delicious, y'all. Believe me, shit pop off and stuff. You get used to eating these rations. But you're gonna need them on a maze. I gotta make sure all my other ones are all right. Oh, man. Oh man. Trying to school y'all peeps out there, and people act a fucking certain kind of way and act funny and bougie. I ain't gonna say I hate to tell you I told you so. I'm delighted to tell y'all I told y'all so, because I've been telling y'all motherfuckers this stuff for years. I hate to sound like a broken record, but you know what? It is what it is. My locker is clear. Damn it. I gotta grab that. Well, all I can say is everybody, again, you guys gotta be able to look in between the whatever. So everybody, it's always best to be prepared than not to be prepared at all, because the government can't. If the government can't help get simple N95 masks for themselves and for medical people in a medical field that's supposed to help de-spread this shit, that goes to show what you guys gonna get out there. I always try to be straightforward with y'all motherfuckers, man, and Everything I say, I prove. There's always proof to what I'm saying. And there it is, you dumbass motherfuckers out there still don't get it. And I don't care if y'all if it's hurtful and whatnot. Because like I said before, and I'll say it again, the way a lot of y'all motherfuckers out there act over stupid, like y'all, like think about it. A lot of y'all don't even know why y'all dislike me. You just know you do it because so many other people do it because they talk shit. And the same one that talk shit is some of the same people that I sat back and either sold stuff to for a great price when they turn around and selling shit for high prices. And that's what hypocrites do. Just like it's just like Trump himself. He gets mad and want to disrespect the media and everybody, even though they're part of the problem too. But whenever somebody, you know what I'm saying, posts a threat to him or he feels a certain way, he wants to be disrespectful. He shows no professionalism because he's not a professional. He's a professional jackass. It's ridiculous. Now they trying to sit here to my offer. He inhabited this for four years. And first thing they start talking about is how they want to get rid of people and how people are resigning and get locked up for fraudulent claims and fraudulent bullshit against the feds since he got in office. Now all of a sudden, because of this virus that I believe they spread it, if it's just that, now all of a sudden they tell people, oh, don't be too worried or alarmed about it. It'll pass over. So it's going to pass over while you guys still got every fucking business locked down. Gas prices are plummeting. Stock market, people's 401k, businesses are closing, power plants, car plants are closing. Everything is closing. But now you're telling everybody, oh, don't worry about it. This will pass over. Damn, I can't. That's the only thing about this thing that's kind of hard. You really got to bang hard to close it down, so I'll leave it open. I don't got time for this. There you guys have it. And of course, the internet is extremely slow right now, even for me. And I have one of the fastest routers there is. And I have most of the video game stuff in this house is connected through, connected straight through the net link, not remotely. So that speeds up your shit too. So sooner or later, the internet may go into a black hole.
Isaiah said yours is mine. Isaiah, these two. Which one is it? He didn't tell me. They both the same color. I don't know. He said it's the red one. I'm guessing the red one is the pink one. And he said, one is yours and one is his. Did you use it?
Okay, I'm back. I'm just trying to find some stuff that I somehow misplaced. I have no idea where I put them.
There's like 5 downstairs and 5 floors.
Let me see.
The black one is mine. As I said, one of these is his.
Whatever's mine is downstairs, not upstairs. So whatever's what, just throw away. I always said there was too many toothbrushes in this house that people just don't even use. All right. I done did something wrong because now this thing doesn't want to close.
Isaiah, which one exactly is yours?
I think it got spread it too far. I'm going to have to force it closed so it can relock itself. so I can reform the lid. I don't never put a padlock on it because I'm not active or deployed, so it doesn't fucking make any sense. And plus, you know, that's the last thing to have in a state of panic is to have something like this and you don't have either A, bolt cutters, or B, you don't have the lock to open it. Plus, it's going to be with you 24/7 anyway. Really defeats the purpose. Just trying to figure out why it doesn't want to lock. Alright. Man, that fucking toy is driving me crazy. I'm gonna throw that toy out the fucking window, man. That shit is just irritating the hell out of it. For fucking days, that piece of shit been irritating me. Nah, this stupid Transformer toy. Been fucking irritating me for days. I'm about to throw that shit away. Shit is irritating me. Trying to see why this thing doesn't want to.
You're so good as if the client asks for people to come because they don't want to lose a contract. With this epidemic going on, y'all worried about contracts? And people are dropping like flies. Okay.
I'm gonna have to put some weight on this. Close it. I need to reform the weak part, the weak structure of this. It's been open for so long now.
Yeah. Huh?
That's one thing, y'all. I lost a lot of strength, a lot of muscle mass, and a lot of strength being diabetic now. My hands not as rough as they used to be.
You know what?
I want to fucking close.
I never said I'm but when I see everything, I'm like, listen, don't tell nobody what I'm talking. Like as far as like the other jobs, I was 1 day you know what I said? Remember what I had told you?
Oh man, fuck. I've been doing this shit for fucking how many damn minutes already? Like 15 minutes and this shit's still on.
The same way you came and pick me up, the same way that or at least you take a cab because $200, you're gonna have to pay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna figure out a way to close this fucking thing because now the fucking thing on the close. Ah. Can't be overstocked because I had more shit in here than what I have now.
I forgot what that baby name, right? She don't got no kids. Ellen. I said, man, I'm born like a please, motherfucker, but I'm just saying that. She said, I'm born like a mother. I wish I had some kids. To keep her ass busy. She said she don't know what to do with herself. Imagine you live in a big house, lonely. Huh? Married to who? To her ass? The Janet Lynch.
She married to she lesbian. She got a wife.
She don't got nobody.
She's married, man. Finally got one. Oh, had one. Yo, when I finish, I'm gonna take that toy and I'm gonna break that shit in a million fucking pieces. That shit that's making all that fucking noise, that's fucking getting on my nerves. I can't get this goddamn thing to close for some fucking reason. This shit don't wanna close. I've been sitting here fighting this shit, look like an idiot on fucking. Finally. It's been so long since this thing's been sealed, because these things are meant to be sealed. Both of them closed. Finally, I'm not looking like a fucking idiot now. I've been sitting here fighting with this goddamn thing for a minute. Finally got it fucking closed. And these lockers are just a little over 3 feet tall. Just give you guys a heads up. If you're gonna go out there and get one, God forbid, if you can find a thrift shop, or if you can find yourself a thrift shop and or a yard sale or military surplus store, even if it doesn't have, they're only gonna have serial numbers on it if it's a person that's been deployed. You may find something similar to this. It may not be. It might be military grade, but it might not be military license. You know what I mean? Like it's the exact one that's issued to the military, like this one. Just something similar to be able to put your stuff in, to be able to have yourself a care bag or a care package. That's what this is considered. Only thing that's missing in here, obviously, is a hazmat suit, but don't worry about those. Got those, as you see these masks. Certain things like weapons and stuff like that, I'm not going to show up here because at this particular time, I've done it before, and at this particular time and date and what's going on, I'm not going to do so anymore. All those videos are down now. They're not on my channel no more and stuff like that, so kind of glad they're not. Do have to find somewhere to put this bad boy because I need it to be right up front somewhere. I had it in me and the wife's bedroom, so I may go ahead and I'm gonna put it right here on the outside of my office. That way, it's not in my room, but at the same time, if we ever have to evacuate quickly, it'll be right in my hallway near stairs or something. So I am going to put it. I may put something over it and use it as a kind of like a dresser or a coffee table type of thing situation. I'll just have it right here where this other thing is. At least now I can carry it by myself. It has weight to it, but it is carryable. And Michelle. Should I just give you 2 of those juice things?
life. Mm-hmm. There's some books in your life with this. Yeah, what you say, Adriana? Oh.
All right. So that's done. That is done, and I had to pay my water bill, so to speak. Oh, man. Where's that fucking thing that been driving me crazy now? I think this thing got like a fucking sensor to it. Let me put it in my other room here before I fucking break it and throw it. Only reason why I'm not gonna really break it is because, believe it or not, these Ultimate Bumblebees cost a lot of money. I'll just put it in here so I can shut the fuck up and get out my way. He's getting on my fucking nerves. Like I said, I am close to doing a room tour. Thank God it stopped. I still got some other stuff I want to get to, and then I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put my Build-A-Bears. My plan was to go and get those doll stands, and that shit's still going off. It ain't nothing over there in it, and it's still going off. I don't know where the hell the battery is. I just can't wait for the battery to fucking die. You still hear it, right? There's nothing going on, man. Like, excuse me. There's no like most thrift shops are closed, or a lot of them are closing down early. They had 50% off this week alone in my Unique. And they're not even processing, so they're basically trying to get rid of shit that they got on the floors already, which is garbage. What I have been picking up this week, just a whole bunch of different shit. I think last week, before this epidemic got crazy, I got this. They had, one thrift shop had this for $24.99. It's not too bad to pay $25 for this, considering that I think they were like $10 or just under $15 when they sold back in the 80s. And this piece, I believe, is what you guys hear is not something broken inside. It's something that was inside of it. I was like, you know what? I got a whole bunch of the figures I picked up from Freddie in the in the flea market over a month ago. And I was like, this would be pretty good to go with the vintage Star Wars stuff I have. Now, when I just realized, why is it not bright in here? When I first put the light up here, it was bright as hell. Now it's not bright. I just realized that. Anyway. Yeah, why is it? What the fuck is going on? Because it was bright in here when I first put that light. Because that's a 100 watt light bulb. And I'm like, now looking at this, I'm like, why is it not light in here? Whatever. Anyway. So I wanted to get it for 50% off, which made it $12.49, which is, I was going to get it for the $24. And when I went, I clean everything, especially if it's stuff I'm going to keep. And in doing so, I keep forgetting that these have a compartment right here. So the other one I had probably had a compartment with weapons and stuff in here, and I totally forgot about it. You know, because right here, as you see this little flap, and you see my finger doing that. So I washed the outside, then I realized the inside was dusty, the inside of the Darth Vader case. And I was like, you know what? I put water in here, and I was like evenly doing this with it, and then I closed it up and shook it. Then all of a sudden, when I went up to take it out and put it in the slop sink, thank God my slop sink is not on the angle to where stuff will fall back in a drain. So I was lucky because as I did that, I realized, oh snap! I keep forgetting that this Darth Vader case have a whatchamacallit, and I found some capes. Now, anybody know about these Star Wars figures and stuff know that the vintage Star like these. This is Lando Calrissian's cape. Now I think they made like 3 original Lando Calrissian. I think they made 1 from Empire Strikes Back, and I think they made 2 from Return of the Jedi. Because obviously Billy D. Williams, aka Lando Calrissian, was first seen in Empire Strikes Back, in Cloud City, and I think they made 2. I forgot, but I know this is the cape for him with his regular Cloud City outfit on. This is probably about $10 or more. I don't know who this goes to, but it's definitely Star Wars related. Most likely, this is probably $10 or more alone. Darth Vader's is easily about 15 and more because he's a main character, and this is the original 1977 version. So even though there is a little rip right where the hole is, I am going to be taping that. I'm not going to glue it. I'm going to tape it because it's vinyl, and I don't want the hole to get bigger. So I'm going to tape that. Because this is definitely worth about $15 or more. And then there's 2 Obi-Wan Kenobis. And these are, again, probably somewhere around 15 to 25. About like main characters' capes are always worth more. And then, of course, the guns are probably worth $5 and more each. There are a lot of blasters and stuff here that was in that compartment. So I kept going back a couple of days. I started getting back into the groove of going back there because, you know, I don't like back talk and people smiling in my face and talking shit behind my back. I am the kind of person that I'm physical. You know, I'm a physical person, and I'm the type of person that, you know, I don't mind swinging on somebody. You know, that's my thing. My wife and my kids can tell you that. Unfortunately, my kids, all 3 of them had to witness it. You know. They did, and it's sad. Some people say that's kind of fucked up. You put violence in front of your kids. Well, I have a low tolerance and a no tolerance for bullshit and bullshitters. And sometimes my physical self outweighs my rational self. And I'm not a talker. I wasn't brought up by my mom and my uncles and everybody to I was always taught hit first, ask questions later. That's just the way me and my brothers grew up. That's why my sisters are kind of violent. And we're all fighters, you know, like, you know, growing up in East York, Brooklyn, the way we grew up and the times we grew up, we weren't brought up to be diplomatic. Even my grandmother used to beat up her fucking nasty ass what's his name? Landlord. He was a slumlord. This is back when domestic violence wasn't domestic violence. This is back when, you know, your mother and father could get into fights and they'll just ask the man to leave. Even if she showed physical abuse, they would just, you know, make him leave the home unless, you know, it's crazy. It was crazy back then with me growing up. So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a violent person. I am gonna sit here and say that I'm a non-tolerant person. You know, I grew up with bullshit. You know, we all did back then. So anyway, yeah. So this was actually $24.99, making it. Did I say 12? Yeah, $12.49 for this, and it came with all this stuff, and all this stuff is probably maybe a good $60 or more worth of shit. These are original lightsabers. Original lightsabers are easily maybe $40-50 a piece. We have a blue lightsaber with that little extension piece. Let me not mess it up. And we got the yellow. I think Obi-Wan Kenobi's was like a yellow, and I think Luke's was a blue, if I'm not mistaken. But here are 2 of them. Those are original. I probably got like $50 in my hand all day for these, because again, they are original. So You got these two. I showed you guys the capes, and then I have a nice amount of blasters here. Let me show you guys. It's hard to show, but there's probably like maybe 15 or 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 exactly. I'm going to show you the basic models of them, which is which. There are a couple different ones. Some of them are this. Some of this. And let me show you ones that are different. I already showed you that. Okay, so these are the same ones. Nope, these are different. And most of the Kenner stuff was either like different blues and black. I think they even made a couple of grays back in the day. So we got 4 different ones. Then you have some that are black, blue, same shape, just different colors. Then here's a real small one. So there are different blasters. I gotta figure out what blaster goes with what. But as you see here, different blasters. Oh, anyhow, it's 20 guns. It's probably more, and I probably lost a couple, or maybe I lost some to the slop sink. Who knows? So outside of that, what I've gotten lately, you know, sometimes you have bags of garbage, action figures, and different miscellaneous toys that they price, especially Second Avenue. I mean, not Second Avenue, Red, White, and Blue. They'll price them for maybe anywhere from $2.99 up to $7.99, depending what's in the bag. This guy, I believe, is a Dino Rider. He's from 1987, I believe. I don't know exactly who he is, but I know if he is a Dino Rider, he's not masked, so he's got to be a Dino Rider. So he's probably a $5 to $10 figure all by himself. So he was definitely worth the bag he came out of. Then here we have a Baspin. I think it's a Baspin or Cloud City. I forgot. I think it's a Baspin security guard. There's 2 of them. There's a white one and the black one. And of course, the black one is worth a couple dollars more than the white one. I'm not trying to be funny or racist. It is though. And he is, yeah. He's basically, there's 2 versions of the black one where you see all the gold. The gold is very, very subtle on the other one, and this one, the gold is a lot more, you know, pronounced, as you see here. So there's 2 of him. He's about maybe a $10 to $20 figure. Of course, this is Crimson Guard from the G.I. Joe 25th anniversary. I do come across, you know, I always say I'm gonna keep a lot of the G.I. Joe. I forgot what bag he came out of. He's definitely worth about $7 to $10, just like this. He came out of a bag of other miscellaneous toys, like the other I just showed you. I don't remember how much his bag was. His bag was probably $5, $6, but just for him, it was worth it. And here you have a shipwreck that came. This shipwreck came out of Vine Village. He was actually in a bag, very good condition. As you see, he even has the hook where his you know, that rope thing he has is still intact. Very good condition shipwreck. Got the tattoo. He's in very good condition. Very stiff. Nothing's broken or messed up on him. He was in the bag. I think the bag he was in was like $4.99 or something like that. But it was a big bag of like miscellaneous garbage toys. I think he and maybe the Crimson Guard was in the same bag or something like that. But whatever. Even if the bag was $8.99, unless it was pure garbage, I bought the bag just for him. I could do like a lot of people do and just rip bags in it. I hate when people do that. They rip bags open because a lot of these toys come in, you know, bags, whether it's a small bag or a big bag. And when I mean bag, I mean a clear plastic bag that's way thinner than a Ziploc bag. And what people do is they punch holes in it, take what they want out of it, rehang it. And that's stealing, and that's fucked up. Because, you know, if you're not going to buy the whole bag, why go in there and take something out of the bag that someone else could use? You know what I mean? I hate that shit, but they do it. And then you got Rakondo. This is the Tiger Force version of him. He came out of another bag as well. I think he also came out of red, white, and blue, and he was probably in the bag with other miscellaneous stuff for maybe $5, $6 to $5. But again, bag full of garbage, toys. But he was worth it just for him. This guy here I got a while ago, maybe about 2 weeks ago, a week or two ago. I believe he's like a 2000, like from one of the 2000 remake G.I. Joes. I forgot his name, but he's basically like just a repaint version of his original self. But I believe he is from the G.I. Joe 2000s era. And whatever. So it's just different miscellaneous shit, y'all. My videos started from over an hour, like 25 or so minutes of me playing around with that damn Foot Locker. Because the thing is, you got to close it. If you don't close it, it's got to get its shape back. Because remember, it's made of like a high density plastic. So what happens, so what happens over time is it'll get more warped and more warped. So now if it's locked and shut it like this, as you see here, it keeps its form. But if you keep this open or just like this and it closes, but at the same time, what happens is this start warping out, and then the rest of it starts giving way until it becomes so pronounced outside that it just loses its shape for good, depending on how much weight you put on top of it. And then the next thing you know, bam, it won't close. So I just thank God. It's been 6 months. It's been about 6 months or longer since I've cleaned it and everything. And I just thank God that it closed shut. Because everybody needs an emergency bag. So I got shit all over my office, man. I gotta put stuff together because I want to put my what do you call them damn things again? My my Builder figures. I do collect Build-A-Bear figures. I was gonna start collecting and keeping American Girl dolls, to be honest. But last Saturday I got an offer for them all, and then ironically, I think Sunday or Monday I wound up picking up an American Girl horse, another American Girl doll, and I think American Girl like beauty chair and stuff. So maybe I could try to sell those too. Maybe the same people who brought the other stuff will come back and buy that stuff. But yeah, as you guys can see, a little bit to my, you see almost basically half of my office, at this angle because how I, repositioned my desk and stuff. So you can basically see like my Nintendo collection, like you see half of that because these are 2 shelves and I got 4 Vista shelves. And then you basically see like a little bit of what's behind me and whatnot, on my left and right sides of me. I got stuff all over the place. I'm still thinking of what stuff I'm going to bring up here and keep, and then what stuff I'm not. They're not making vintage stuff, so vintage stuff I am keeping until I find somewhere to dominantly put most of the stuff. And I do mix it in with other stuff I got. I don't know. Actually, I should look up online real quick and see if the flea market is open tomorrow, which I'm pretty confident is not. Even though last week it said it was, but now with all these updates, I don't think so. So let me go in here and look up. Now I was just reading something. Excuse me for that. Okay, we go to it here. Let's see if I can find the schedule. Calendar. All right, so they're going by week by week. Because last week was the 14th, Saturday the 14th. And they said due to COVID-19 virus, Meadowlands Flea Market is closed. And then it said it was open on the 21st, which was going to be tomorrow. Now for tomorrow, they put down closed due to COVID-19 virus, and now it's saying open for the 28th. So I'm confident the 28th and the 28th of this month and the 4th of next month is going to be the same bullshit. So I think they're just doing it about weekly by weekly updates, but I don't think they're gonna open. Maybe I'll be able, man, I don't know. I see people are doing garage sales between today and maybe tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna do a garage sale. Last week I did it, but I'm not too sure if I'm gonna do it this week, just due to the fact that I don't really have anything that I'm comfortable with bringing out tomorrow to sell, because all I have is toys, and I don't see nobody really stopping for toys. TVs and stuff like that sold, so I don't know. It's funny because I actually did good. Obviously last Saturday I did very well, but I had a household and some clothing and stuff, and people were buying that stuff. Now I don't really have anything. All I have is toys and stuff like that. So, you know. All right, so that's closed. That shit is driving me crazy. Shields down. I just want to go in. I wish I could find I don't know if there's a switch on that goddamn thing, but I'm about to go in there and break that shit. It's driving me fucking crazy. And I get to the point where I get from talking about it to doing it. I do need to go to Home Depot because I want to pick up some. I want to pick up O-rings because I do have this stuff that I got from Freddie, as well as I think some stuff I got somewhere else as well. Some G.I. Joe O-rings need to be replaced. Some of them just need new O-rings. Yeah, so I always like trying to fix G.I. Joes and clean them up a little bit instead of because you take them to the flea market, people won't buy them and they want to pay nothing for them because they're like, oh, I got to replace the O-rings. But when you got stuff already intact, you can get more for it. You know, me, I'm the type of person that I try to get as much money as possible. Much money as possible for my stuff. That's the whole reason why I sell shit, is to capitalize on that. I don't sell stuff to make you money. I sell stuff to make myself money. I mean, sometimes I ask close to eBay price for something if I know it's worth it. Sometimes if I'm cool with the people and they buy more than one item, I don't mind giving deals and stuff, because at the end of the day, hey, as long as I get what I want for it, I don't give a damn what you selling it for. But if you think I'm just going to give you shit for free, you're out of your mind. Because at the end of the day, if I'm going to somebody's flea market to pay to be there and to pay for a rental vehicle to get the stuff there, you best to believe I'm trying to capitalize. I don't really, just like you don't care about what I paid for it and stuff, why the fuck do I care about what you paid for it or what you want to pay for it so you can make money? And I hate when the people do that. The two things I hate at that market, people always use a lot. Can you look out for me? I'm a vendor too. And people, I come here, I always come here and I always buy from you. And I tell people, I say, that's the whole point of coming to a flea market, to buy, not to be friends with nobody. Because let's face it, I don't got your phone number, you don't got mine. We don't talk to each other or sit down and eat bread with each other. So they say I got an attitude and they walk away. Like I said, people hate and they get afraid and angry at you for speaking the truth. Like, I tell you, like, a lot of people know that, he's not the kind of person you want to conversate with. I do have conversations with some people who don't try to get over me and play games. One thing I don't like is somebody who think they slick. You're not slick. Dude, I'm a New Yorker. The minute somebody comes to you and say, even before they say something, you're already like, oh, here come the bullshit. Reason why most New Yorkers have attitudes and the way we are the way we are is because we see the bullshit coming a mile away. And since I'm an old school dude, so I know the signs. Like when somebody come up and say, yo, what you gonna do for those sneakers? What you gonna do for this? What you gonna do for that? You already know what they're trying to say. Or when somebody say, oh, those are nice kicks or whatever. You do that nowadays, people say thank you. Back in my day, somebody probably pull out a knife or a gun and shoot your ass. Because those are things stick-up kids say. And you can always tell the stick-up kids from the Bronx and Manhattan because they always wore black leather and a black, like a black fedora. That was the stick-up kid outfit. If they were Power Rangers, they will all have the same fucking outfit. That's how stick-up kids used to dress back in the day, in uptown in the Bronx. You know what I mean? They always used to wear that shit. Some of them, even the queens, you had they all have black. Everybody wore black leathers and black caps, not baseball caps, but like fedoras. Almost like they used to dress like almost like Run DMC. That was the pure stick-up kid outfit. A black leather hat, black leather black pants, black leather jackets, whether they were 3/4 jackets that were open and or regular bomber type jackets that were closed and zipped at the waist, and or Adidas. You always knew that you always knew. It's crazy, man. Anybody who remember New York back then or grew up in or came from New York, no. I can see for over an hour I have one view, but that's all good though. It's okay. At the end of the day, motherfuckers gonna be looking for my videos and trying to find ways to contact Mike, aka East New York's finest, to see, to see about this and that. I'm gonna blow a lot of motherfuckers away. Like, yo, you on your own, B. People be like, oh, that'll be a hard. I had people, even my family, tell me that's a harsh thing to do. No, I say fuck them. Like, why help them now? They what I'm saying, nobody was looking for the help when they, what I'm saying. It's people just funny, man. Fucking funny. Now they sitting there talking about they're gonna shut shit down by Sunday. They're doing that because they have to come up with a contingency first. They can't just go in cities and do stuff and not know. They gotta sit back with local law enforcement and see who can pose the most resistance. They gotta see which gang members and which neighborhoods pose this much threat. Where do most of the gangs and everybody come from these neighborhoods and stuff? They gotta do shit like that. As you can see, you see my light getting brighter and not brighter. I think what's going on is they're testing the electric. Because you know how sometimes in the summertime when a lot of people in your cities and stuff, they use a certain amount of AC and fan, a certain amount of electricity and stuff. How the grid gets weaker because too many people are pulling on it, and I can tell that's what's going on. Something's going on with the electrical. Because I noticed yesterday and the day before that, I see PSNG in certain like on the side of roads where they have huge like power poles and stuff like that. And I always I stop and I always ask myself what's going on. I detect shit like that. I'm like, that's a little weird. Anyway, I don't know. I do have a rocking chair that I brought from one of the Uniques, I think Monday or something like that. And I was gonna spray paint it and make it into like a Nintendo 64 rocking chair. But I may go ahead and turn it into like a Nintendo. I might turn it into like an original Nintendo controller type of controller themed rocking chair. And then I'll probably get like a cushion or something. I don't know yet, but I want to put it here and just sometimes just watch a movie and rock back and forth in it. And or if I have a guest or somebody up in my room watching a movie with me, they could just place the rocking chair and use it. So I was like, nah, it's too much spray paint. No, I'm not gonna do it. Then I decided, yeah, I'm gonna do it because you guys know I did that that Nintendo Foot Locker. Which is that shit is bad. So maybe I'll turn that into like a controller or some kind of concept, some kind of Nintendo concept thing. I was gonna turn it into like a Super Nintendo rocking chair, but now look at the Super Nintendo. It's gonna be hard to theme that because it's a chair and it's not like it's not like a block. So and then the colors. It's just too much colors to work with a rocking chair because rocking chair you can't pull it apart. So I may just go ahead and buy some more Nintendo spray paint and turn it into like a NES rocking chair, and then do it like a Nintendo a Nintendo theme. Like maybe where you sit at, it will be like a Nintendo controller. I don't know yet, but I just think going with one color and then adding another color to it is a lot more presentable and makes more sense than trying to add more colors because I would have to. It's just gonna be too much. Or I may just leave like that. I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I do love the locker. I do have to put some books and stuff in there. I think I already put them in there, or I didn't yet. So I think I'm gonna put my comic books and stuff in there. Just you know, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm just gonna take a quick run to Home Depot and pick up these O-rings. So I think what I should do is, now thinking about that, is I need to take one of these guys apart and take an O-ring with me. That would make sense. So let me put Crazy. Actually, let me do Lifeline because he's kind of screwed up in the first place. He doesn't, you know. I wish I had screwdrivers like this back in the day, because back in my day when I used to, you know, fix G.I. Joes and stuff, we used to always strip the back of them because the screwdrivers we had were always too big. So at least now I have a template to work with, because I know that if I get an O-ring that's a little smaller than this, that'll be perfect, because, you know, these things are a little thick, but years of stretching and, you know, again, this stuff is biodegradable. So that'd be pretty cool. Anyway, this video is done. It's been over an hour doing this and nobody's watching, so fuck off.